and welcome into the Woodlands, Texas for another Crown Sunday broadcast in our DR7 Houston tournament. I'm Ben Spicer, joined by Adam Sandoval, bringing you all the action throughout the weekend. We've reached the final stage of the 10U division, and we've got the championship game between high-profile athletes and Defcon. This one looks to be a fun matchup, as it'll be the high-profile athletes to start off with the ball, and we get the chance to see young Declan Romo at quarterback. Defcon, though, knocking that one away on the first play. It's Zay Williams strapping up, Adam.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting. We got Texas versus Texas in this one. San Antonio versus Houston. Little rivalry coming into this game. These are the future of the student athletes to come, so this is going to be very exciting to see what they can do on the field.
Two great organizations, especially in the youth ranks, as that one falls incomplete. It's going to be a 3rd down and 15 upcoming for HPA out to start things off. HPA came in as the number 5 seed. They beat the number 1 seed, Free World Elite, to make it to the championship stage. Had a 25-0 win over FOE in the opening round of Crown Sunday. Followed that up with a 32-6 win over YCA. And then the win over Free World Elite was 26-24 in the semifinals.
Yeah,
I'll tell you about Defcon here in just a moment.
Yeah, Ben, HPA is a team that always figures out a way to be in the championship, no matter which division. They have plenty of teams that come through DR7, and just seems like we're always having them on the string.
3rd and 15 throw is nearly intercepted, and it's going to be 2 points for Defcon. That was Zay Williams and friends there in there to break it up.
So HPA tried to take a shot there. Yeah, had to get a first down, went deep, but threw into some double coverage there. Defcon was able to get a stop, and now they got a quick lead, have a chance to add on to it. So
Defcon will take over on offense for the first time with a 2-0 advantage. They beat Drills for Life in the opening round on Crown Sunday here, 22-4. Follow that up with a win over their friends from Defcon, Texas, a little friendly fire. They beat the Defcon, Texas black team 17-13, and then in the semifinals came out on top over Cat Takeover 22-16. They lead here 2-0 after the defensive stop, and it's Elijah Stoops at quarterback, throwing over the middle, and a tough catch
what a grab.
Got deflected, bounced around a little bit, and Defcon came away with it, a pickup on first down to inch a little closer towards that first down marker.
Just what a grab by the young man there. Stay concentrated, even off the deflection. Didn't take his eye off the ball. Was able to haul it in even as he was going down to the ground. Secure the catch, moving the ball downfield.
This high-profile athletes team, when we were in Waller, won in the 12U and 8U divisions.
And Defcon is a team that played with us well. Even remember, was it last year? They even won a few tournaments with us as well.
Throw over the middle is a tough catch and a run afterwards, and it's going to be a touchdown for Defcon. Into the end zone for the score on the strike from Elijah Stoops, the quarterback.
What a grab. Came across the middle. Once he secured the catch, essentially caught it in stride, just was able to turn upfield, had green grass, and beat everyone to the goal line.
Nice throw there from Stoops. And the run after the catch from number 13 has Defcon striking first with the first touchdown of the game. Remember, they got 2 points for that defensive stop as well, so they lead 8-0, and they're going to go for 2.
Have a chance to put up 10 points, especially on one possession. That's the benefits with some of these defensive stops when you start early.
Here's Stoops looking towards the end zone. Throw up, and another tough catch. Did he come away with it? He did. What a grab there from Defcon. They've got some receivers that can make some plays, and coach is fired up.
That's Noah Barker, Ben. Noah, we saw him in the semifinal game before this, and he was the one that had a game-winning catch to win the game to send him to the championship game. He doesn't seem, as our guy Mark Henry said, he doesn't drop anything. You throw in his vicinity, he's always going to find a way to come down with it. We checked the replay here. Was able to see, tested him on one-on-one coverage, caught the ball, turned away from the defender, secured it, completed the catch.
So 10-0, Defcon leading here. As a strong defensive possession, didn't allow any yards to open things up for HPA. Back to work for Romo. Declan looking deep.
Wide
as
open.
A receiver. And we get to see a little moves after the catch again. HPA showing off their athletic ability.
One thing that does stick out to HPA is I think we talked about it yesterday, or we've been knowing this program for a while. A lot of those kids, they're younger than the division they're playing in. They always are playing up.
So a first down for HPA. Here's Romo looking for it all, and he gets intercepted.
There is a flag on the field. Was thrown as soon as the snap. Let's see what it is.
We'll see if this one stands, and it's going to be an interception. Defcon started things off red hot. They lead 13-0. A defensive stop on the opening possession. They score quickly. They go for 2. Then they get an interception. The penalty was against HPA, so the interception stands. And we have a 13-0 lead for Defcon.
Yep, Defcon off to a hot start. I know this isn't what we're familiar with seeing with HPA. Already in a pretty significant hole, but it's still relatively early. A lot of game to be left to play.
D'Angelo Kane now the Defcon quarterback, and he gets a quick completion and near first down yardage, and we've got a late flag coming in on the shove, a little too aggressive on the contact there, so that's going to be additional yardage and a first down for Defcon.
Yeah, it's going to be for unnecessary roughness after the play. He was already down. As the ref said, unsportsmanlike conduct. He said, Ben, move the ball extra yards down the field. Defcon has a chance to add to their significant lead.
We get the chance to see D'Angelo Kane here at quarterback, as we said, for Defcon on this series. Kane had a completion on the first throw. Now looking
over the middle,
towards the inside. Right in front of our cameras. What a catch!
Wow.
They're going to say a touchdown. Great grab from Defcon. They continue to make highlight reel plays, and they continue to dominate this 10U championship, taking a 19-0 lead.
What a grab across the middle. Just literally dropped a dime in front of us, Ben. Was able to
look at this.
Got right behind the defender, secured it. I think he got 2 feet in. That's a touchdown in the NFL.
Got a little nervous there. I thought you were going to have to save us to make the play. How about this? A commanding lead for Defcon.
And they're going for 2. They got the foot on the gas.
Rolling out is D'Angelo Kane. Looking up.
Wow, what a grab.
Another amazing catch for Defcon. They continue to add to the highlight reel, and they've got a 21-0 lead now. Let's go down to CJ. He's talking with the Defcon coach.
Man, both of them, they surveying the field like I need them to and I want them to. Every day, every time. DR7, we out here.
You heard that. They are out here, and they are out to a 21-0 lead. Let's see how HPA responds now.
Well, I would say this before the HPA drive started. Did you hear him? He says they both are. They're running 2 quarterbacks about dropping dimes like this.
So Romo on first down. 4 seconds is the call. And it's going to be second down upcoming. HBA trailing 21-0.
Yep, Defcon's defense is starting to suffocate the offense here. HBA, again, we've seen that they haven't been able to move downfield as flawlessly as they've been used to and would like to right now.
Second down, and got to get 15 here. Throws a strike, and that one knocked away. Good defense from Defcon there to jar the ball loose. So it's going to be a third down and 15. This HPA group won the crown as the 8U team last year, jumping up to the 10U ranks. Find themselves trailing here 21-0.
Here we go. Defcon has a chance to get the ball back and just control this game into their own hands.
3rd and 15. He's tagged short. And that's a turnover on downs.
Turnover.
23-0 Defcon. All Defcon here in this 10U championship game. Now, this might be one of the most dominant performances we've seen in the 10U ranks this season. Apex Elite Jags looked pretty good when we were in the villages a couple weeks back. But this Defcon team sending a message so far. Coach was fired up, the team's fired up, and they have made a ton of incredible plays here in this championship. And even prior to that, that's a big highlight, real plays right in front of us in the semifinals. And it's back to Elijah Stoops, Defcon quarterback. rifles that one in there. That one is complete.
Threw that one into traffic, and props to the receiver. Has defenders in his face at the path of the ball. Again, the concentration with these receivers has come in clutch for Defcon.
Threw that into Houston rush hour traffic there, bumper to bumper. Found a way to squeeze it into the tight window.
Now with Defcon with a significant lead, you can see the coach now making sure everything is perfect, leaving no more room for mistakes for Defcon. They don't want to look back here. You don't want to give HPA a chance at all to come back.
But we see them slowing up the tempo a little bit here as well with that commanding lead. And there's a drop. So that's going to bring us to third down. And this is a situation where HPA can get on the board with a defensive stop. You get 2 points for a defensive stop. Defcon going to have to get about 4 or 5 yards, it looks like, from our viewpoint, to be able to keep this series going. Let's see what Elijah Stoops and this Defcon offense can do here. Stoops coming across the middle, firing, has his receiver, and back-to-back drops for the Defcon offense. So that's 2 points on the board for HPA. They take over back on offense, trailing by 21 now.
I believe we have a flag on the penalty. Let's see what the call is here.
Penalty's going to be holding against the defense. That's automatic first down. So take the 2 points off the board and keep Defcon out on the field as the penalty erases what would have been 2 points and a turnover on downs for HPA.
I think we have a timeout by HPA here, or refs are
Sideline
stopping the
warning.
clock. Okay, sideline warning. Let's see.
So Defcon leading 23-0. And Elijah Stoops, who started the game off at quarterback, back in there commanding the offense for Defcon.
So they kind of shot themselves in the foot here. They shot themselves in the foot here, but Defcon now has a new life to regain here. A false start?
Loss of downs, so it'll bring us to second down, a false start on the offense. Really appreciate our officiating crew communicating with us what's going on down on the field.
One-on-one
Stoops
here.
looking for the long
Step
ball. What a throw! Great catch as well, and Defcon continuing
Back in
to
the red
impress.
zone immediately. Just when you thought, again, earlier, would have had that first stop of the game, and now they're back in the red zone, threatening again.
What a throw, what a catch as well. Defcon, man, they look great. Secured that one all the way through, too. That was a great shot
Yeah,
by our camera crew.
and Defcon not afraid to go off for one-on-one. They're testing these DBs pretty early.
Coach Bam and Coach Hen for Defcon have dialed up a great game plan. Stoops back inside the red zone.
Oh, a
Look
little
at this.
trickery one-on-one. Here it is.
Jump ball.
Barker
The catch is safe,
again!
but he's out of bounds. Noah Barker.
Wow.
Get up there, young fella.
What a grab stick. Athleticism, true athleticism here.
And that was a designed play all the way. You saw the quads to the left of Stoops. I don't know if you were able to see that on the screen, but they were all down doing some push-ups. Defcon getting a little creative here with the play call, their bag of tricks.
I mean,
Score remains 23-0. That was not a touchdown, as it was out of bounds.
throw in
Stoops
again as a man.
tried to come down with it one-handed, and it falls incomplete.
Here we go. That's going to bring up third down. Third down in the red zone.
Now, HBA had made the stop previously, was off the field, but a holding penalty extended this drive for Defcon. So Defcon now in the red zone, looking to finish off this drive. Leading 23-0 here.
Let's see if this young HPA team can bear down here and get their offense the ball back in a chance. We have a flag on the field, a flag on the call.
And we'll see what the call is. It's going to be a penalty against Defcon, and so it's a turnover on downs. And now we have 23-2 HPA leading.
Yep, no one was set, I believe, for Defcon on the opposite side from where the ref is. As soon as he hiked it.
That's what it is, a false start. So a loss of downs results in a turnover on downs. And now HPA back on offense, trying to crack this Defcon defense. They're on the board for the first time with the 2 points from the defensive stop, but have yet to find the end zone.
if they're able to get down the field pretty quick and score and chip into this lead, in 7-on-7, you can slowly pick yourself into the game, especially with DR7's rules. You get points off of stops and on turnovers.
Let's see if Declan Romo can get it going and find maybe Swaggy B or Sebastian or some of his other targets to get this offense rolling late in the 10U championship here from the Woodlands. Romo has another completion. Starting to find his groove, find a rhythm here, and it looks like that's going to be enough for a first down.
Slow start to this drive here, but it's efficient. That's what I kind of said earlier. You got to go slow to go fast sometimes. Take what they give you. As long as you're moving those chains, you got nothing to worry about.
Romo, first down throw on the run, has another completion, and this one is out to the aforementioned Swaggy B. First time we've seen Swaggy make a catch here. And we've got a timeout taken by Defcon. Mass substitution coming in for Defcon. New group coming out there defensively.
Fresh legs. Give your kids a breather.
And so the platoon swap, if you will, for Defcon. 7 new faces out there defensively. Coach bringing everyone in to have a word. They're trying to preserve this shutout, if you will. There is 2 points on the board. We're trying to keep them out of the end zone, keep them from scoring. That would be a huge statement. Let's go down to CJ Gilbert, our sideline reporter, as both teams take the field. CJ, what are you hearing in the huddles down there?
Yeah, right now we've been having a total domination game by Defcon right here. But HPA is driving the ball. Coach Rick got these guys in line. We see a heat check right here, the number 19. But good defensive play right there. We'll see what.
Put them in a box.
We'll see what Coach Rick draws up right here. But overall, it's been a really good performance right here by Defcon.
Good defense there from Defcon. We've got a late penalty flag coming in as well. We'll see what the call is here. As referees coming up to have a word with Coach Rick. Here's the call. Got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty coming against HPA. That's a loss of down and a turnover on downs. So not sure what transpired here. Referee signaling for a turnover on downs. And that's going to make the score 25-2. So what was a promising drive for HPA results in a turnover on downs coming from an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Yeah, it has happened multiple times now. HPA getting downfield to make some progress, but it's unfortunate events both times. It's taking points off the board.
And you have to wonder if that had to do with the sideline warning that they had issued earlier on in the game. Referees a lot of times will give you that sideline warning with no penalty being assessed, but then the second time around, penalty ultimately coming down, and I think that's what we had there. Makes the score 25-2, all Defcon here in this one. And we're approaching potential mercy rule territory. I'll tell you about that here in a minute. That went into some traffic there and knocked away good defensive coverage by HPA. 2 defenders over in that area as D'Angelo Kane was trying to get a completion there on first down.
Yeah, great defense by HPA. Again, they've been targeting one-on-ones. They kept the safety in the area. As soon as the ball was released, safety came on to help his DB, was able to break it up.
So Defcon has led throughout. They've led by as many as they currently lead by, 23 here in this one a couple times. HP has 2 points coming from a defensive stop.
Really intrigued to see how Defcon moves down the field. Do they move down quick or essentially take their time as an incompletion comes here? It's going to bring up third down.
Kane
kind of forces them
behind his receiver. And as Adam mentioned, we've got a third down and a long ways to go coming up. We've seen the Defcon defense put HPA in this situation numerous times in this game, and that's tough to overcome in any age group, but especially with the younger kids out there. Third down and 15. Obviously, the defense is in a situation where they can play back on the line to gain yardage, and that's what HPA is doing right here. A couple guys coming up and pressing, but for the most part, the majority of that defense is on the line to gain
Yeah, I know HPA is wanting to protect the line. If they get the stop, they're going to rush out here and try to get the ball moving pretty quick.
Trying to get the catch and run after. It's going to depend on the spot, and it's short. It's going to be a turnover on downs. 25-4. HPA has had all of their points come by way of turnovers on downs. And that'll keep this from avoiding the mercy rule. Mercy rule is 25 points or more anytime after the 5-minute mark. So HPA had their last series end on a turnover, unsportsmanlike conduct turnover. Now back to work. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
If Noah Barker came away with that, we would have lost it up here, Adam.
Yeah, Noah has just been a phenomenal player. And look, he plays on both sides of the ball. Again, a true athlete, versatility.
Just getting it done. No matter where you line him up, he's going to make plays for you. Interested to see how Noah Barker's career transpires for Defcon. So second down, 15, man in motion for HPA. Romo. And we've got a penalty before the play gets going here. It's going to be a false start against HPA. So again, a third down and 15. We talked about that moments ago. Time and time again, it seems like HPA has been a tough spot with these third downs to go situations.
Yeah, they're just hurting themselves too many times today. It's very unlike HPA. They're normally on top of everything.
Here's
And right
Romo,
now it's
third down, 15 to go. Gunning, firing. Catch
Wow,
is made.
what a grab.
He got it.
Did he get the first?
And he's got
But
the
he
first
is.
down. What a grab that time by HPA. Sebastian coming through with the big-time catch.
Get a catch, get a highlight. Now you get your teammates up. It's getting excited. Look at the replay here.
Hat looks
Full
comfy as well,
extension.
Adam. We need to get us one of those. That
Might
would've been
keep my
nice to
head a
have
little bit
yesterday.
warmer.
Yeah. So Romo, after picking up the first down, looking to get HPA their first offensive touchdown of the game. He's looking long, looking back in the direction of
Wow,
Sebastian.
back to back.
And he came down with another grab. Sebastian getting it done for the HPA offense late in this one as they try to get their first touchdown of the game. Romo and the HPA offense on the go. It's another first down. Offsides coming against Defcon. That penalty will be declined. 25-4 your score. Defcon leading here in our 10U championship. Dr7 the Woodlands. Ben Spicer, Adam Sandoval coming your way. And we've got another false start coming against HPA. So that's going to bring us to second down with the loss of downs. Romo sending a man in motion to his right. Now looking long for Sebastian. Sebastian!
Almost brought that one down.
They have hooked up twice on this drive. Was looking for the third one for 6. But Defcon able to rally and knock that one away at the last moment. So it's going to be third down again.
Not opposed on that to go after Sebastian again and try to target him. He made 2 great catches before that. Why not? He's already hot. Great try there, but now this brings up a crucial third down where HPA has to score in this situation.
See if he looks Sebastian's direction again. He's to the left, far receiver to the left. Here's Romo. Eyes over to the left, throwing one up. And
He got
waited
it
for
in.
the signal. He caught it!
Touchdown!
Sebastian! It's the Sebastian series for HPA. 3 incredible catches. Getting it done for the high-profile athletes as they are on the board and into the end zone with their first offensive touchdown.
Just great catch. Look at the replay. You see Romo scanning the field, knowing he's going to go to him. Lets it fly, gives his teammate Sebastian a chance. Another full extension in coverage. Perfect execution right there.
That's good work from Romo as well. He knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but he looked off several defenders to start off as soon as he took the snap. Now here's Romo. They're going for 2. Romo firing, has his man, and has the 2-point conversion. Great toe tap catch there, and it's now 25-12. HPO fell behind deep, but let's go down to CJ now with the HPA coach.
I think we got about 4 minutes left. We make a stop here, go score, win the game.
What about Sebastian?
Sebastian, man, he a dog, man. He a dog out there. Throw it up to him. He gonna make big plays.
Thank you, Coach.
Hey, we're green.
All right, great stuff there from the HPA coach. Team has fought hard. They fell all the way behind 23-0, but they've made things interesting down the stretch of this game. Let's see if they can continue applying some pressure. As you see the throw there from Romo. Look at this. This would have been good on Sundays, I think, Adam.
2 feet in. Plenty of space. Even surprises some of the parents here. Well, here we go. Defcon with the ball again. HPA gets a stop. They show they can finally punch it into the score, so if they get the ball back, things could get interesting.
Throws that one behind Noah Barker on first down, brings us to second down. We have 2 minutes to play here. So HPA likely not going to have enough time to make a comeback, but hey, we've seen some crazy things a time or two in 7v7.
It's not over until it's over, Ben. Once that clock hits 00, it's what solidifies it. We've seen crazy comebacks before. Who knows what could happen today?
So Elijah Stoops taking his time. Snapping it as the play clock goes down. Sends a man in motion out to his right. Scanning the field. Has the completion. Oh, it's dropped.
He dropped it.
Had his man out there, so now it's going to be 3rd down and 15 coming up for Defcon. And we've got a timeout taken by HPA. So HPA has managed to make things interesting again. They fell behind by 23. Still trailing here by 13. But we saw a late drive and the Romo and Sebastian connection. Boy, Sebastian made some incredible plays on that last offensive series for HPA.
Yeah, on that last drive for HPA, essentially Sebastian created his own highlight reel to complete it.
3 amazing catches. Hey, CJ, you're down there on the field. What did you see from Sebastian and that HPA offense on their last series?
I just saw Sebastian get targeted 3 times, all 3 catches, ended up with a score. It's 25-12 right now. Now we got Coach Bam and Defcon really trying to get locked in on trying to get a score right here. As he was just talking to his team, he was like, and I quote, "We got to lock in, fellas. We got to get this score, and we ultimately got to get this championship." So it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a tightly contested one. I just can't wait to see what happens on either side of this.
Right now, just trying to keep this drive moving. It's going to be a 3rd down and 15 to go for Elijah Stoops and the Defcon offense.
Yes, if they're able to get the first, they have full control of the clock, and it'll be 100% in their favor.
Again, you can pick up a first down at the 25 and 10-yard line. They had a dropped pass earlier in this sequence. That's kind of put them behind the 8 ball a little bit here. As referees having a discussion down on the field. Hey, a good look at our guy, Solo, head official here at DR7.
25-12.
So we're trying to figure out the score. That's the issue on what's going on down on the field. We have 25-12. We'll take a brief break here. Great look here at the DR7 Command Center. And after we've sorted everything out, we're ready to resume play. It's still 3rd down, still 15 to go for Defcon. They're in front here, but HPA trying to make things interesting down the stretch of this 10U championship game. Short completion is out to Noah Barker, and he's going to get tagged short of the first down. So a turnover on downs. It's 25-14 now. And HPA, as we're coming up on just a minute to go in our 10U championship, has to move quickly, but it looks like they're going to run out of time here in this one.
Yeah, if I'm HPA, you got to be moving pretty quick. Taking off a lot of time here for any sign if they wouldn't have had any chance at a comeback.
Team trailing by 11. 2-possession deficit. Here's Romo. That one knocked away. Good defense from Defcon. We've seen some amazing individual plays from this Defcon secondary here in this contest.
Yeah, throughout the game, as we said, as they started, they were shutting out HPA. The defense has stepped up. I'm a big advocate of defense wins championships. And this Defcon defense for sure showed up today.
So second down now after the incompletion to start the series. Here's Romo. Gunning one. Had the right idea there. Had his guy in between a couple defenders. Just couldn't get it there. So third down and 15 upcoming as this 10U championship game winding down. Defcon and HPA in a battle here. And that'll do it. Defcon is your 10U champions. They take down HPA with a dominant performance. The high-profile athletes fought until the bitter end. They made things interesting, but it was Defcon through and through. They led by as many as 23 points. They get it done, and they're your Dr7 Woodlands 10U champions. Adam, final thoughts on this one?
Complete dominance by Defcon defense. Showed up, shut them out early, prevented a late comeback, and they're taking their championship and their paid bid all the way back to the Alamo City.
Defcon closing out a strong weekend. The Defcon Texas Black team, as they will finish off the weekend a perfect 6-0. And you see the young pups fired up. They're headed over to claim their trophy. And not only will they take home a little hardware, they'll also get their paid bid to the Crown National Championship April 12th and 13th in the Villages, Florida. Great game. Coach Bam for Defcon was dialing up that offense. Didn't matter who they had at quarterback. We saw both D'Angelo Kane and Elijah Stoops lead scoring drives. And CJ is now with Coach Bam. So let's go down to CJ for our post-game interview.
All right, Coach Bam, just got the 10U championship. How you feeling, first of all?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. This is exactly what we came out here to do. We came out here to handle business and play some of the best. This tournament had a lot of competition on the 10U.
Quarterback play was a premium. D'Angelo Kane was one of those guys, one of those recipients on the receiving end. Just talk about total team effort on offense and just defensive side of the ball, too.
Yeah, okay, D'Angelo Kane was the quarterback, and I think Zay or Noah was catching. Nevertheless, both my quarterbacks came ready to fire today. Mentally, they was locked in. I know I'm a little expressive sometimes over them, but they young and they still stay locked in, and that's all we needed today to win.
Thank you, Coach. Go congratulate your team over there.
Sir. Appreciate it, dog.
Yep.
All right, great stuff from CJ Gilbert, and great stuff from Defcon's 10U team as they come out on top as champions here, taking down HPA in what was a dominant defense performance. We saw HPA get the offense clicking a little bit when it was too little too late, but I think we talked about the Defcon offense. CJ talked with Coach Bam about that, but it was the defense, Adam, that was the difference here today.
Yeah, multiple times. I mean, aside from, costly, self-imposed mistakes by HPA, Defcon's defense was just impressive all the way around.
All right, let's take it down now for the trophy presentation. The 10U champions, Defcon, receiving their trophy now. Here's Jonathan Mumphrey.
Hey, Coach.
All right, everybody, scoot back some more. We got you.
No, I'm good, Aaron.
Congratulations to our 10U champions, Defcon Texas, taking down HBA 25-14. They cap off a perfect undefeated weekend here at Dr7, the Woodlands. Defcon getting it done. For CJ Gilbert, our sideline reporter, Adam Sandoval, I'm Ben Spicer. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have more coverage here from the weekend coming up on the DR Sports Media Network. Until then, we'll see you next time.